It's critical to work with an advisor you feel comfortable with. The truth is, most people in this line of work are charming or learn how to fake being charming. The real critical thing to your financial success, though, is being educated and working with someone who's also competent and knows what you own. Today, while we're getting ready for our own lunch and learn, I'm going to give you a quick tour around the office, and we're going to talk about making sure your advisor knows the why behind what they're doing for you. So we're going to invade Adam Gelhausen's new couch today as we explore some new places of the office. But in the meantime, I thought we'd spy in on Ben and Jake as they get ready or prepping for their presentation today. Hello, gentlemen.
Hey.
We'll take you through the rest of the conference room here on our way back to Adam's couch. Let's go. Hello, Kaylee. So this is going to be a two-part video. You'll see me in the same position, in these same clothes, and what will come out next Friday. We want to help unpack again how to evaluate who you're working with, and or for those of you who are clients of us already, empowering you with things that we would love to talk to you more about. So we're going to look at some questions you should be asking with respect to your investments, some questions you should be asking with respect to insurance. That'll be next week's video to help get you to a more informed place. I'm here crashing on Adam's couch because yes, it's important to feel comfortable with who you're working with, but this person also needs to be competent. I can't tell you how many times we're sitting down with a prospect or a client and they're like, well, yeah, that does look bad. That does sound bad as we begin to show them the gaping holes in their plan, their portfolios, their insurance strategy, or how just misaligned things are. But he or she is such a nice person. That's great, and that should absolutely be the case. It's one of the things we certainly value, I value about our colleagues here at 10 Capital, is it is a lot of nice people. But this is also business. This also needs to be about helping get you to where you want to go. As relates to investments or insurance, but again, we'll highlight some of the specifics around investments, it boils down to this. Why do you own what you own? You should be able to ask whoever you're working with that question and get a very detailed answer that's not only detailed maybe around those positions specifically, as relates to the market, other like positions, but relates to your plan. What you want to avoid, again, here's some cliche type things we run into that you want to avoid. Number one, working with someone who thinks they're a stock picker. You can't be a great wealth manager and fund manager at the same time. Being a great fund manager is so difficult. You see this statistically, how many professionals who are full-time only trying to focus on some very small part of the market are able to outperform. And that's without engaging in all the things a wealth manager needs to do to get right. This latter one is what most of you are thinking about when you reference your advisor, your financial advisor, etc. This is the person that's going to help build you a great financial plan, hopefully construct an investment policy to get you to that place, and round it out with some insurance and some wealth protection strategies to make sure that that plan has time. So with respect to the investments within that, three things you need to know and again, hopefully avoid. Number one is, how did you come to pick this position? Of all the large cap funds we could have picked, why did you pick this one? Your advisor should have a great answer for what their process is, again, is really what you're looking for to determine which funds, ETFs, managers that they really want to work with. Number two, how does this fit my strategy? When they're looking at this position, they should be able to speak to what that's helping accomplish within the greater context of a financial plan that's already been built. And I should have started there, I guess. If who you're working with hasn't taken the time to get to know you, your goals, made that offer, help build out a plan, how are they positioning anything within your portfolio effectively? Because again, they don't know what you're accomplishing. I'll use the analogy of prescribing medicine without actually taking the time to know what ails you, or what maybe, if we take a health foods example, what you're trying to accomplish. The third thing is, how does this fit with respect to my other holdings? And again, this really is about one of those cliches we want to avoid, which is a simplistic view of diversification. Diversification is not just holding a bunch of different stuff. I can't tell you how many times we bring on a new client or prospect and we're looking at their portfolio positions, and it's basically 10 different funds, all of which amount to basically US stocks, or literally just a basket of US stocks. That might help you avoid individual security risk, But when most people are looking for diversification, and need for that matter, is really about lower correlations. Fancy word, maybe you don't know what it means. It really means this: the things in your portfolio should act differently under the same circumstances. Put yet in an even more simple way, there should be part of your portfolio you don't like at all times. That lets you know that you're diversified. Maybe it's the stock portion when the market's going down. Maybe it's the real estate or fixed income portion when the stock market's skyrocketing. But if things are really different, that means they're truly diversified. That's going to help you with rebalancing efforts, reducing volatility. Again, all the things that people really think and want when they say they would like a more diversified approach to their investment. So we're going to leave it right there this week with respect to investments. But again, whether it's us or anyone else, challenge them on the why. Learn about their process, and hopefully they can articulate at least the majority of that in a very specific approach that speaks to, again, their process, something that they know and can understand. With that, we'll see you here shortly, but next week to talk insurance.